Hi, I'm Chad Eby,
Hi, I'm Brandon Lee.
and we're here at the Jazz Room playing the music of Max Roach for the Jazz Arts Initiative. Everybody knows about Max Roach, of course, the percussionist and drum set player and revolutionary, especially in the bebop era, but not everybody else is aware of his worth as a composer as well, and his activity, especially in the 1960s, where he was writing so much music that had a lot of important social imagery and messaging within it.
When you listen to Max Roach, you hear all of the technique and all the things that people try to say are not a part of jazz, and all of these things that they say aren't really, jazz musicians aren't clean enough and all this kind of stuff. You hear all of this stuff through his playing. You hear that he has all of this together, but he's expressing himself in different ways, and he's finding different channels to bring out that technique.
So the Spartan Jazz Collective, we formed it a few years ago. It was actually, it was for an event down at the Museum of Natural Sciences in Raleigh. They had asked us to bring a student group down to play for an opening of a new exhibit. Steve Haynes, our colleague up at UNCG, and I started talking about how jazz education sort of had become very, blackboard heavy. Lots of people talking at chalkboards, not a whole lot of horn in the mouth, sticks in the hands, and not a whole lot of, group interaction. By group interaction, I mean playing on stage, with a mentor and then some younger players following their direction, in the tradition of Miles Davis's band. There was always sort of this mentoring process in the history of jazz that was sort of getting lost in the collegiate jazz education thing. I put together a playlist that was all of Max's original compositions from, as broad of a span of time that I could find, and there were probably about 50, 60 songs on there. And I asked a couple of students to arrange specific ones, but then the rest of them I said, listen to this playlist, find something that interests you, and then I need a septet arrangement of it in 2 weeks. And we put a lot of trust in our students that they're going to put in, they're going to do the legwork and study the music. They they didn't have lead sheets to work from. They had to transcribe everything from the original recordings, and that's a learning process in and of itself.
So the students really do bring it and they really are thinking about it as an opportunity to learn, and opportunity just to have their charts played. You know, so it's a really a good situation.